Hi guys, today I want to introduce you to a retro classic, the Impossible Pie. This was hugely popular in the 1970s and it's time it makes a bit of a comeback. The one we're going to do today is a key lime Impossible Pie, and the whole beauty of this method is that the batter gets made in a blender, it gets blitzed up, poured into a baking dish and baked in the oven. We're gonna top ours off with plenty of whipped cream infused with rum. It is a lovely way to finish it, and to garnish, just a sprinkle of lime zest over the top. The beauty of this pie is that it is pretty much foolproof and it only uses a handful of store-cupboard ingredients. So we're gonna start off with getting them into the blender and blitzing them up. Okay, so we've got our core ingredients in here, and at this point now you can flavor it whatever way you want. I am going to take it in the key lime vibe. Now, if you've never had a key lime pie, they are absolutely gorgeous, and they're pretty much only key lime pies if you have key limes. I don't have key limes, but we're still gonna make this a delicious lime pie. So into this mixture, we're gonna add the zest and the juice of 3 regular limes. If you have key limes, please use them, but regular limes will do the job. So into the blender, let's get zesting. Okay, once you have all that lime juice in, now comes the magic part. Lid on, onto blitz, and blitz until smooth. Now, this is why I think they call it an impossible pie, because it is that easy, and it's impossible that you'll get such a delicious dessert. So that's my theory on why it's called an impossible pie. Either way, this is now your batter that's going to create this very intriguing pie. So we're going to pour this into our baking dish, we're going to get it into the oven, it's going to bake off, and we're going to have a beautiful pie. Now, while the pie is cooking off in the oven, we're going to make up the topping, which is very simple, very decadent, and ridiculously delicious. It's basically whipped cream with a little bit of Greek yogurt through it, and because we've got the lime and the coconut, we've got to put it all together with a little bit of rum as well. Now, this is optional, but it adds great flavor and a bit of fun to this delicious Impossible Pie. Now, to start it off, we're going to whip up our cream alongside some icing sugar until we have nice, stiff peaks. Okay, we are at the point of stiff peaks, and now it's time to next level this whipped cream. Obviously, we've got a bit of sweetness in there from the icing sugar, but to this we want extra decadence, and that comes in the form of some Greek yogurt and a little splash of rum. Just look at that. That is the sort of creamy topping you want on top of any pie. It's absolutely gorgeous with that Greek yogurt through it. And now this is ready to top our Impossible Pie. I'm going to get it out of the oven, let it cool completely before topping it with this gorgeous rum-infused cream. And then it's time to eat. It is such a simple little pie, but it really looks fantastic when you finish it off. Just a little bit of lime zest over the top to echo the flavors that are in the pie itself. But now all that's left to do is cut in and dig in. Now, the really interesting thing about this pie is that as you dive into it, you get this sort of crust on the top, a crust on the bottom, but the interior is beautifully wibbly and wobbly. Lots of cream on top. Let's try it. Oh, wow. It's definitely decadent. It's lovely and sweet, and that rum that goes through the cream is so, so good. Well, what's lovely is that hit of desiccated coconut in there with the lime, and then the rum hits as well. It's the perfect dessert that you can take in any flavor direction you like, but ultimately what you get left with is something that is rich and decadent and absolutely gorgeous, and no one will have guessed it only took you about 5 minutes to make. If you want the recipe, as always, I will leave it in the box below. Hit the subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and leave me a comment letting me know if you're going to try this delicious little dessert. Not so impossible.